Did anyone have rainbow dildo butt monkeys in their 2021 bingo card? Because if you did, you can check it off and you're one step closer to winning. This story went viral over the weekend, and I think that um, uh, there's a lot of really interesting things to take from it. So the first thing that I want to do is read a little article here. Words you never thought you would hear in the same sentence. A London library has apologized for holding an event to encourage children to read, during which an actor dressed in a bare-bottomed monkey costume with a fake penis. Yeah. Footage shared on social media on Saturday showed members of the Mandinga Arts Group, we will circle back to them, at Redbridge Libraries Summer Reading Challenge event at Goodmayes Library in East London. 3 performers were filmed outside the event, with one dressed in an inappropriate rainbow monkey costume, raising concern from residents. I'm not sure why inappropriate is in quotes here. It was straight up inappropriate, to the point where I was paranoid on how I was going to cover this story here. Writer Janice Turner wrote, "I would really love a detailed breakdown of the commissioning process whereby Redbridge Council commissioned the Rainbow Dildo Butt Monkey as a means to teach children to read." And here is a, we can actually, I'll actually show this. As you can see, the, this monkey here is, strutting his stuff. I don't know if you can see this, but as he's dancing around, the dildo is hitting the back of him, so he's shaking his thing around, so obviously, this being in an event that's targeting children is really fucked up. It is really fucked up, and the weird part is this is a series of events, a series of mistakes that culminated in this. But let's continue with this article here. Conservative campaigner Has Ahmed said, apparently this is meant to encourage kids to read. Encourage kids in Redbridge to pick up reading for summer. Please tell me the rationale behind these indecent costumes that were shown to families and done so publicly. Is this really necessary? And here is the infamous picture. I gotta say, no, actually, I'll circle back to this later. Images also showed the actor inside the library, causing an uproar among parents. One parent said, "Someone needs to lose their job over this." I absolutely agree. A second asked, "This is unbelievable. Have we completely lost our moral compass as a society?" I wouldn't say moral, but it's definitely fucked up. It's absolutely fucked up and should not have happened. Like, there's no excuse for this. Including the actor. Jesus Christ, you put the costume on. Yeah. I'm sure the costume could work without the dildo and the bare bottom. Continuing. Redbridge Libraries have since apologized, ensuring that this will never happen again. During an event put on at the... Oh, this is the the beginning of the apology anyway. During an event put on at the library today, there was a performance by a carnival arts company. Unfortunately, one of the animal costumes was inappropriate, which we were not aware of at the time of booking. I have no trouble believing this. We deeply apologize for the offense caused. This is being looked into. And here is the actual tweet. I'm not entirely convinced that this Twitter thread is worth going into in depth. Let's just continue reading the article. Redbridge Council said that they did not arrange the event, and it was organized by Vision Redbridge Culture and Leisure, a registered charity and a nonprofit organization who have since apologized to residents. Yeah, apologies are in order. Let's read this. Vision have apologized to residents for an event earlier today that included an inappropriate costume. See how inappropriate is not in quotes? That though, again, maybe it was the journalist citing someone else calling it inappropriate. So that might fly. That might have been unfair on my part just now. The council leader and deputy have expressed their strong condemnation to Vision for this costume and the offense it has caused. In a statement to the Standard, well, which is this journal here, the council said, "We are utterly appalled by the unacceptable event at Redbridge Libraries on Saturday, organized by our independent leisure contractor, Vision. The contractor had commissioned characters to support the start of the Summer Reading Challenge, but the costume in question was wholly inappropriate for the intended audience. A full and thorough investigation into how this incident happened has been launched, and stringent action will be taken. We sincerely apologize for the offense and distress this has caused." Council leader Jas Athwal added that all future performances have been canceled. Mandinga Arts Group also apologized for the offense caused. Now, this is a partial quote, which we will get to in a second. They wrote, "We never intended to offend residents. We respect everyone's individual opinion with no offense to any part." Now, unfortunately, the full apology, I do not have access to it, but I did see this over the weekend, like as it was going viral. And as someone who has been in this position, just as a reminder, I've been in charge of the Twitter account for a company that is quite controversial here in Quebec, and I've had to be at the helm, or at least part of the crew, for crisis management like this. And I gotta say, when I saw that apology, I felt compelled to criticize it and saying, yeah, mistakes were made isn't the angle you want to go with, Chief. And unfortunately, I cannot read you the full apology. The reason is they've privated their account. Unfortunately, the Mandinga Arts Company, they have locked their account. Not only that, their Twitter, you see here Mandinga Arts in the URL here, their Twitter page no longer exists. Also, this link right here, mandingaarts.co.uk, leads to an error 404, or at least it did earlier today. That is still the case. What a mess. And unfortunately, the fact that I never screenshotted their initial apology, that's on me. I really should have. And the funny thing is, I could really very strongly relate to the heat that they were under, because yesterday, Luke Rutkowski tweeted this here. This was the man apart. Jesus Christ. Okay. This man was part of a tax-funded UK initiative that was going to influence children. And when I saw this, I almost replied pointing them to this shitty ass apology. Like, I had the tweet written. All I had to do was click send. And the reason I didn't do it is because was out of empathy, because as of yesterday, the tweet had like 50 likes or something like that, and almost 1,300 comments and quote tweets. Like, the tweet had more replies than the account has followers. And when I was about to, post that reply, essentially pointing Luke's audience to this tweet, I told myself, man, whoever's running their account is sweating enough bullets. I don't want to, point an entire new community to this person because they're in enough trouble. And lo and behold, I was kind of right in the sense that the heat got so bad that they privated their account, and I don't even know how much longer this account will be on, because here's the thing. I don't remember what the apology was specifically, but the fact of the matter is, this here, this is a meme. This is a meme that is all over all over Twitter, all over the internet. This meme right here represents your company, and a half-assed excuse of an apology where, oh yeah, mistakes were made. We will investigate. We didn't mean to cause any offense. Like, this is countering a meme with some half-assed corporate apology where you don't even take ownership of the mistake that you made. Like, this isn't the time to say mistakes were made. The costume that was worn by the actor that was sent to the event. No. It's time for, we fucked up. We sent this guy. We are sorry. And yeah, it's just really fascinating. Like, Jesus Christ. The funny part is, like, if you, like, yeah, the nipples are weird. The dildo is definitely out of unacceptable. And the bare bottom on top of it, like, if you remove those things, this costume would be totally appropriate for children. I wouldn't see any problem with that. It's just, the devil's in the details. If you want to show someone playing a wild and crazy character, you might not want to give that character costume a dildo. They should say, we are shocked and appalled by this mistake. Yeah, something like that. Like, well, okay, here's the thing, Darth Shady. Saying we are shocked and appalled by this mistake would probably be a step in the right direction compared to what they actually said, but it's their mistake. So it's like if I knock over a pedestal that has this ancient vase, and I say, oh my God, I am shocked and appalled at this mistake. Like, I get the sentiment, and again, that would definitely be a step in the right direction. But the fact is, I knocked over that pedestal and I fucked up. So it's more, I would see this more along the lines of, oh my God, I'm so sorry. How can I make this right? That kind of thing. But when you're looking at this pile of debris on your floor that used to be an ancient vase that I knocked over, saying, the the debris that was left by the vase that was knocked over by the impact was very regretful. We will investigate, and I'll report back to you later. That would be that would be rubbing salt in the wounds. That's how bad that apology would be. If I haven't said this earlier, I just want to say, like, when you're dealing with a meme like this, nothing short of a middle manager getting fired will appease the mob, and that's a strict minimum. But when you consider that, given the size of this company, they might not have middle managers, which means this might be the end for that company. And the signs are pointing that way. Like, yeah, privating your Twitter account is one thing, but if the address of your site is giving a 404, that's not a switch that you pull lightly, although I don't know how much outrage was was caused by this. Like maybe they were getting like attacks on their site or something. Maybe it wasn't their choice. But yeah, that's not something that you do lightly. So that's really worrisome. It really might be the end for them. The thing that makes this a unique situation for me to ponder is that it hasn't been nowhere near on this scale, but I've been at the helm of a Twitter account where a lot of people were mad at you and saying like, you know, legal action should be taken against you. That's like I'm kind of fucked in the head in the sense that I enjoy this shit, but something as simple as you know, the whole haters saying that legal action should be taken against your company, that's one thing, but that didn't even bother me that much. This story that I remember viscerally, which when I think of what the account manager for Mandinga Arts must have been going through, it was more akin to, there was this one time where some Quebec celebrity or like she's an e-girl and the number of followers for her account was like many orders of magnitude bigger than the account that I was in charge of. And overnight, something had happened with the service that we offer, and she was really upset with us. And I walked into work that morning, seeing that this huge account with many thousands of followers just posted like a 2 or 3 tweet long thread just calling us out and calling us names. And I remember like throughout the day interacting with this account because she was mad at us, and I was nervous all day just interacting with that account because I knew that potentially thousands of people were watching. This is a lot more attention than our account usually gets, and we've made the news, you know. But that interacting with that one large account gave me this nervous feeling in my stomach for the entire day. So if I imagine myself in a situation where I have to defend this, holy shit. And it's picking up like international steam. Like I don't know how, like, whoever's in charge of that Twitter, I don't know how their weekend was, but I know it was terrible. And the only thing that would make me not feel bad for the person in charge of Mandinga Arts' social media is if that person was part of the approval chain that led to this monkey man, you know, dangling his dildo dick around in front of children. Yeah, like if the person running the account, because it might be a small enough company, so if they, you know, checked the check mark that led to this, then, you know, hey, you get what you fucking deserve. But otherwise, assuming that that is not the case, whew, poor you. Like, I'm fucked in the head. I kind of enjoy Twitter, but I would not enjoy that. Sid would have a bad time. So, yeah. Oh, the other thing that I want to just touch upon, and this is really unfortunate. Like, I know whether you believe this or not, there is a common talking point that, like, you know, being LGBT is like a gateway to pedophilia, or that the gay agenda wants to sexualize children and things like that. Like, whether or not you agree with that, things like this make it look true. I mean, that's the sad part. Like, even if it's fake, this shit makes it look true. Like, you know that that one picture that conservatives who don't like trans people always bring out. I should have prepared this sooner. Wait, this picture, like honestly, I'd say like the devil horns are kind of weird, but yeah, the devil horns are weird. You would definitely need approval for the parents before doing this, but like drag queen story hour is like the one anecdote that conservatives always bring up when this shit happens. But now we have a, I would argue, much worse example. Was there any way for the library to have known in advance? I don't know. I really can't wait to see what happens with this investigation because, again, a middle manager needs to get fired. That's like the clear thing. That is the strict minimum. So as long as some middle manager doesn't get fired, the outrage mob, which I would argue is justified in this case, isn't going to let up. It just sounds like that account manager didn't think there was something wrong with that. I hope you're wrong, Frank. I hope you're wrong. I want to live in a world where when there's an angry mob of people who are unhappy with this, that you look at this and say, yeah, I get it. I really hope you're wrong. But yeah, we can't read people's minds, and we don't have a consistent pattern of behavior to go on. So yeah, that was it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I do these streams every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.